So we're here today with Michelle. Today we're gonna work on some chipping and some putting. So first off, tell me a little bit about your putting.
Alright, it's one of my stronger parts of my game. I guess my misses are usually short and left, which I think is usual for most golfers, but I think that's probably my most common miss from any range.
Yeah, I'd say so. Now we'll also be working on some chipping today. So is there anything in particular that stands out with your chipping that you probably think you need to work on, or anything that's a strong part of it?
Yeah, I have a tendency to have a flyer where it just goes over the green. That's a miss. It's not too common, but it definitely does happen at some point in the day. Other than that, I'm not too bad from the rough, but sometimes from the fairway, I'll get the flyers more than usual. So that's the most common for me with chipping.
Okay, perfect. So today we'll just work on a couple of putting drills and a couple of chipping drills as well to hopefully help you with both of those, like with both your misses and the putting and the chipping. Okay. So sound good?
Yep.
Perfect.
All right.
Thank you. So I think the lesson went very well today. We simply worked on putting and our chipping. Putting, you said your common miss was to the left, and we did struggle a little bit with your consistency on your stroke to get it to the hole. So we worked on both of those today. We worked with the alignment rod, just going straight back and straight through to help eliminate the coming over to take out the miss to the left, and just working on more of a confident stroke, more powerful stroke, getting it to the hole. So I think we did that very well. The through the gate drill worked well for you. I think just work on that a little bit more on your free time when you're practicing. You do things like that. And then same, just working on practicing with the line cut drill as well. That'll help with those in the long run as well. So, and then simply with chipping, you said that your common miss was to blade it over the green. And so today we just worked on the right toe up drill and just had you toss some underhand to get the feel of how hard or how soft that you want to hit the ball. So both of those are really good drills for you to work on and practice with outside of this lesson. So just keep working on that, and I think all of your chipping will become more consistent, and you'll start to take out those little blades. But much more improvement today with that. So very nicely done. All right, so welcome back.
Thanks.
Today what I have planned for you is we're going to work on some pitching, and then we're going to work on some bunker play. So first off, tell me a little about your pitching.
It's kind of my favorite and my least favorite shot. It just kind of depends on the day. Kind of similar to chipping, I'll have some flyers. I think it's just a matter of gauging the distance for the most part. Like the 10-yard shot really isn't that bad. The 50-yard shot's okay, but everything in the middle is just a little iffy. But yeah, that's pretty much it for pitching.
Okay. What about your bunker play?
It's gotten a lot better over the last few years. I think I finally got the feel for it, but there's definitely always days where like I just don't have enough confidence in it, so I just mess it up. But it's not horrible, but it's not great. But
okay, perfect. So we'll start off with pitching first.
Okay.
I have some couple drills for you that we can work on, and just see what areas we can work on. Then I also have some things set up from the bunker that will hopefully help you with that confidence.
Yep.
And just getting you out of the bunker much better.
Okay.
So we'll work on that today and see how it goes.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, so that's the end of our lesson today. Simply, we worked on pitching in our bunker. Pitching, we worked on the toe up drill, the hit the tee drill. We eliminated most of our misses there with either hitting it too thin or blading it over the green. And we definitely got much better contact going with that. And we got our distance control down a little bit better and took out all those misses. So much better improvement on that, as well as the bunker. It's kind of like our bunker shots are kind of similar to pitching as well. You first start out hitting them a little too thin, and they were just kind of rolling out of the bunker. And so we worked on the splash drill, and I had you do some of it with and without the ball. And we definitely got much better contact with it, more consistent. You're hitting behind the ball instead of just kind of clipping it out. And so just practice both those, all those drills that I gave you with the pitching and the bunker play between now and the next lesson, and even just when you're practicing in general. And I think that those will become a lot more consistent for you, and it'll help save you a couple more strokes on the course, because if we're blading it out of the bunker or even just with our pitch shots, then we have that extra shot to try to get back on the green. And So once our consistency is down with that, I think that we'll be good to go and definitely save you some strokes with your game there. But much better today. I think we got a lot of improvement done, and I think we'll be good. Today we're going to be working on our full swing.
Okay.
And to start off, first I just want to ask you about like practice habits. Like how often do you practice? Is there anything you really focus on when you practice?
I practice at least once a week, if not more. It's generally just once a week. When I do practice, I always work on irons. Sometimes I make it up to drivers, just depending on how long my long irons are. I always try to get short practice in, but if I'm really struggling with something, then I'll focus on just that for an entire hour. But it's usually just once a week, whatever I'm struggling with.
Okay. So next, what about your mental? Do you think it's good, bad?
I think it's fairly decent, honestly. I mean, if I'm having a bad day, I usually don't let it affect the rest of the round. I usually try to get better, but if I start out good, I don't always end good. So who's to say whether that's just my game or my mental game? But yeah, I mean, I would say it's pretty decent.
Do you have a pre-shot routine?
Yes, I do.
Describe your pre-shot routine for me.
It's a matter of checking my lie. I'll set my club down, and then I'll walk behind it, pick a line. I imagine the shot, and then I take a practice swing, mostly just to get forward, not so much to work on path, just literally just getting through. And then I will step up behind the ball, look at the imaginary shot again, and then hit it.
Okay. Do you do that after before every shot, or is there like you just focus on it more, say after a bad shot?
No, it's usually every shot. As the day goes on, and if I'm playing well, then sometimes I wane away from it. But usually it's every shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead and get started.
Okay.
Let's first warm up first and
Okay.
see how the full swing is.
Sure.
We'll get down to it today.
Okay. Sounds good.
So just kind of review what we went over. We kind of just talked about our mental game, our pre-shot routine, and just kind of explained like a little bit of the things that you've been working on and that we could work on today to help with that. And one of the biggest things that we focused on was your centerness of contact and kind of your path. You said you were struggling with both of those because of your grip change, so we're just working on that more. And the drills that I gave you with the L to L drill and the feet together drill, I think you perform those very well. I think if you just keep practicing those outside of this lesson and like kind of incorporate it into your practice routine, I think it'll really start to help you in the long run. And once you get that down, I think you'll be good to go on the course. Your shots are still going really good. Contact's great, and they're just going offline just a little bit to the left. So you're almost there, and I think just with practice, it'll be good to go here soon, and we'll be playing pretty good.
Thanks. Sounds good.
So nicely done today.
Thank you.
Thank you. So welcome back. Today for a lesson, we're going to do an on-course playing lesson. So today we'll just kind of go through your routine of how like you navigate through the course and everything, and just kind of work on some of your course management and like your transfer. So first I'll go ahead and let you go warm up, and we'll meet back here at the first tee and get started.
Okay. Sounds good.
We ended up making a 6 overall on the hole, which is a little iffy.
Yeah.
But I think one of the things that probably saved us a couple of strokes was playing the tee shot. But I think that we thought things through very well by taking it safe and just kind of getting it back out in the fairway instead of trying to go for the green and possibly costing us some more strokes. So I think our course management for this hole with our first shot where we were sitting up was good. So I think very nicely well done. All your previous lessons are coming into play